armed with twin drop-down turbo cannon.
Hello you, my name is Keej TV and welcome back to another Manchild review. You can tell I'm in a good mood today because we are looking at another Universal 3 toy. Oh, sorry, I'm not even warming up there, I'm just jumping straight into it. I am very happy because for the past, I want to say 6 months, this Universe World in all its glory has been sitting in the back here, waiting to be unboxed, waiting to be reviewed, waiting to be man-shielded over, and the time has finally come. I'm a bit of desperation because I love Universe 03 so much. I imported this guy from Germany ages back, get bit in the arse by import fees, kind of put my way in shame for a little bit. But now I'm feeling spicy, I'm feeling cheeky, right? And even though the price tag there says he was about, I don't know, 21 something dollars, euros, pound, I don't know. Oh, sorry, 18 something back in the day, and I certainly didn't pay that price for him. Don't let the missus know, by the way. I would be fucked if she knew. I'm finally here to just relish in the fact that I own this still in the box 20 something years later. And that is a privilege that I get to record this, archive it, you know, just catalogue this experience I've had, and also get a cool toy out of it, because this world here, and it's two little mini cons, which I don't think he can hold, because, like I was about to say there, this is a repaint of a G1 toy, which I think is something that's very cool and you never see nowadays. For Universal 3, because of the lack of stock, because of how popular Armada was, they brought back anything they could. And I guess they just had a bit of Euro G1 left over that hadn't touched America. I'm assuming, at least, I wasn't alive. But yeah, they brought back like a G1 repaint, which I think is really cool. So yeah, like I'm saying there, he's a G1 toy, which means I assume he can't hold his two little mini-con pals. So all in all, he just has two little men that like follow him about. Which, hey, I'm not complaining about I have Armada toys lying about here. If I'm going on my way to find this guy, right, who was on the shelves alongside Armada toys, I'm gonna have like Energon or like Armada toys or whatever, or Cybertron, that are gonna have, you know, these two guys being compatible. But obviously, I think the star of the show here is this immaculate repaint of G1 Rotorstorm, the Turbo Master, designed by the late great Andy Cousins, who really put his all into making these bizarre little characters who, at the end of the day, were just product to him. And I think that's pretty funny, because I'm ranting and raving about this shit years later, right? As I unbox them, I'm looking at like boxes just designed to sell me and stuff, just designed to like get kids to be like, "Mummy, could you take that off the shelf?" And I'm like pure going on about like, graphic design and stuff, right? And I think that's kind of a testament to like, even if you know, you just see it as a day job when you're designing these characters, if you put like, you know, a good effort into it, if you're smart about it, you really can create a lasting impression that lasts for, I don't know, maybe 20, 40 years, like we're seeing here of the anniversary, and you know, my full retardoisms about how long it's been since Universe came out. But yeah, I've been itching to get into this. God, this is going to be good. Ooh. Is he just like glued on there? I've never seen this before. He's like actually just like glued into this cardboard like frame. That's interesting. Oh god, they're making me work for this. Okay, is that us? Cool. Oh, wouldn't be a Manchild review if it was some kind of disaster, right? Hello. God, the tape's been in here so long it's like yellowed. Jeez, you see that? I actually went rancid for like the fucking 2 decades it's been in there. Yeesh. Ew, yuck. Oh my god, everything is tied up in plastic. They'd love their wee plastic ties at the turn of the century. So I'm starting this review, I'll pause it and then complain about this actual spaghetti I'm fucking covered in right now. Right, 45-year long unboxing experience out of the way there, Christ. This right now is my first experience with the Rotorstorm mold. I don't think I've ever had these two little mini-con freaks anyway. So all of this is new to me, really. I don't know why I'm making an example of that. But yeah, this is a nice wee kind of aerial theme set. Is there anything cool with the instructions here? I know we've got this cool spread again. I'm just curious to see if anything's changed. Oh my goodness, Universal 3 is the best toy line of all time. And if you say otherwise, I would shoot you. But that's not here or now. Excuse me, sorry. here now is Whirl here. And I'm gonna get mixed up with like Rotorstorm constantly. Just because like they're both helicopter guys from like late G1 who I just they blur together in my head sometimes. They're both wreckers. They both kind of have like an off-kilter personality. So when you merge both of them together for this strange guy I've never heard of, but I think looks cool, that's a recipe for disaster. But still, I like this. This is like kind of like Rotorstorm's like crazy extravagant look, kind of swapped out for a more mature like 2000s I don't know sensibility. There's something like kind of I don't know childhood reminiscent of this, right? This looks like from my little Gen Z freaks out here. This looks like your average kind of toy. This is giving me Action Man. This is giving me like just some kind of like toy line that only existed in like 2005 and then died immediately after. But you still have like a bit of it up your loft there, like somewhere that you just try and remember and you forget about. Even if it's relatively simple, almost 40 years later, this is cool. Like big transparent plastic rotor. Like just the kind of general shape of it. This doesn't make sense in real life, but it looks really cool as a toy, and that's all you need, right? And there's something I really like about these kind of G1 like reprints they kind of did. I think like the most recent one they did was that J Balvin one they did, where it's just Soundwave but like with a big happy face and rainbows. There's something very cool. So I'm just messing around with the mini cons here. There's very cool about like the original kind of like OG Transformers getting redone for like some kind of new thing. It's like a bit of alternate history. You know how people kind of get fascinated by that, and then like you know, like, oh, what if so and so happened and the world was like drastically changed. I like the idea of there being G1 repaints, as if like, what if I don't know, this guy existed in G1? What if there was a Rotorstorm repaint who kind of looked a bit funny, you know? I've done that a bit recently with like customs and stuff. Like, I've done like a G1 like wipeout. So I just grabbed it off the shelf there. I've done like G1 wipeout, but he's based in like that like God, 2010 like Takara exclusive like Windcharger repaint. I've done stuff like that, right? And I think it's really cool because it's kind of just like no one does G1 customs that much, right? You get like maybe the cool occasional like 3D print or like Action Master redo, but I think there's something really neat about like kind of like just retro customs like that. I'm just talking shit, honestly. That was an excuse to show off my stuff. I like making cool things. While I have your attention, there's Oil Master from Swerve. And I got over here, so I'm getting my grubby mitts all over whatever I can reach. I got like G1 Tread Shot, but also he can transform. Even though I didn't realize this until ages after I was making this custom. G1 Tread Shot, you can look at his chest, and he's supposed to be a revolver like Megatron. He's supposed to be a gun. So I kind of just based this off the BotCon interpretation. Got a bit lost in translation there. Who gives a shit? Oh fuck! Excuse me. Sorry, I think I was getting a bit sidetracked there. Anyways, looking at Makeshift here, who is an Osprey with big, scary, grabby hands. Who looks kind of cool. This guy looks like a goon. Look at him. He's like, I like mini cons. I like it when mini cons are like kind of messed up, just because of like the transformation and the nature of like the kind of quality to them because they're that tiny. I like it when maybe not frustratingly fucked up where it's like a pain in the arse to transform, but I like them when they're like whatever this kind of build is supposed to be. I don't know. That's Makeshift, I think. I think it's like a Tom and Jerry situation where you get mixed up who's who. This is Gun Barrel. Again, never seen this mold either. He kind of looks like Thrust, actually. That's his head. Oh my god, you're a strange little character. You're like the little brother of this group. Hello. Hey guys, it's me, Gun Barrel, and I turn into a little plane, and I've got my big puffy jacket on. Thank you. You're a welcome member of this team, bro. You and your strange little violent brother there. But main attraction, right? I've wasted enough of your time going on about customs and mini cons and whatever the hell else goes on in my weird ADHD adjacent brain. Let's talk about this beautiful late G1 repaint, who I think is going to be very cool. Hold on, let me transform him. This is the coolest toy ever. Oh my god. Holy, okay. I am taken back by this. This is the coolest. I really wasn't expecting that to be such a fun transformation, but also get this as the end result, even though I saw it on the box. I knew what I was getting into and I was still surprised, right? Because when I think G1, I think about those customs I showed you. I think about Swerve, Windcharger, and Warpath, right? I think Warpath is like the most complicated a G1 toy can get. Because back then, it's coming off the 70s, it's going into the 80s. Toys were not that advanced. They were little dolls, they were little action men. There was like little kind of gimmicks, you know, Rubik's Cubes and all that. And that, I think, some genius in Japan, some clever guys in America kind of just came together and they made stuff like this. And when the formula advanced enough, they could give them elbows, which... How many G1 toys have elbows? Not even like Action Masters, and they were like the pretty late G1. This is so cool. Like, Turbo Masters are the best. I love Thunderclash, I love Rotor Storm, I love Scorch, I love all of them, right? And seeing them get some like revamp, like kind of like 21st century love is just the tits, man. Hold on, let me see if he can show off his like rockets and kill one of his little friends here. Fuck, hold on. That went all the way down the table. I'm never getting that back again. Hold on. Die! Yeah! Woo! We have fun here in this show. Yeah, like this is a really involved transformation. He like his entire body flips about. These things go everywhere. Let me adjust the camera actually so you get a nice view of him. Oh, this is this if I was like a little Italian boy who lived in Europe in like 1990 whatever, I would not be complaining. This is the coolest thing ever. Even if it's not in like hot pink like Rotor Storm. Speaking of Rotor Storm, actually, I'm gonna do a little comparison. They're actually roughly the same size. That surprised me. I was expecting this one to be way bigger, but no, they are roughly the same size. And even though I think Siege, Gentle X, whatever you want to call him, Rotor Storm here is was he Earth Spark? No, Earth Rise actually. Whatever, all blurs together. Even though this guy's a Spinister repaint, I think he kind of captures the spirit quite well, doesn't he? You can kind of see where it comes from. Anyway, back to our more muted colours, sensible, serious and tough, kind of like 2000s Whirl, not Rotor Storm. I keep getting them mixed up. Yeah, this is a really cool toy. I think, honestly, this might have passed even a couple of years ago. This guy, maybe the fact, you know, oh, his legs can move? Yeah! I thought they were all just one big lump. Never mind, I was going to say, like, oh, maybe if his legs would move, he would fit in with, like, Armada, but no. Legs move, even if, like, they're connected with that strange little deformity he has there. His legs move, he has elbows. How is this the same toy line as, like, G1 Megatron, you know what I'm saying? It's not that much of a difference. It's, like, a good few years difference, but these are, still using the same kind of techniques and stuff. This is crazy. Okay, I know I'm a zoomer and I love animated, and I genuinely think some of the Michael Bay movie moments have like redeeming qualities, but G1 is so cool, right? I need to really like iterate that or reiterate. I don't know. I really need to like say this straight. G1 is so cool because like back then you were fucked for choice. What did you have? Rubik's Cubes, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe nowadays is lame, right? This hitting the scene in like the 90s or whatever. It's not just some like He-Man or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fuckface. This is so cool, right? Like you can tell by the enthusiasm in my voice. This is a dude who flips his entire body apart to become a helicopter, and also he can like fucking like run about and like punch people and shit. And this was back when like, you know, like before like gay people had rights and like you couldn't put like asbestos in like houses and shits, right? This is crazy innovative. I'm so used to like G1 toys being like, let me get this guy, Windsweeper here, I don't know, who's still better than like the legacy version, let's be real. But like Windsweeper's defining gimmick is that he goes like, and his two little guns pop out, and he's a brick otherwise. He's like all this shit sticking out in the back. This is tight and compact. Like his rotor kind of like hangs off his back, and that's about it. You can adjust these, his little things like sliding his body. This is crazy good. G1 was so innovative, and I think like the reason you see it so much nowadays, just repackaged and priced up, is because they're not gonna let go of the fact they're so prideful that they managed to pull this off. And like, yeah, fair dues, fair dues. Even looking at this guy nowadays in like 2024, I am impressed. His two little pals are okay too, I guess. Yeah, they're here. But like, just how quickly they evolved these kind of designs from like G1 Megatron, who had like the trigger on his dick, to this wee gem right here, and his Turbo Master pals. I think that needs to be studied. And obviously, G1 eventually ran out of steam and had to be retired. And Beast Wars came out, and that was really cool. And Beast Wars was like even more innovative. But I think if we're, just particularly talking like my G1, I think it shows that this toy was so cool they brought it back for 2003. Gave it a nice new deco. By the way, I wanted to address this because I think it's really cool. I know I do talk about like the fact that decos have layers to them and there's kind of references, and that's cool. And it feels like there's a kind of like small kind of culture to like toy repaints and all that, like all the little references and shit. But Universal 3, I think the first initial kind of wave, they made a little bit of like story up for it afterwards, but initially it was just a bunch of people who picked out designs that looked cool. There was no kind of reference, there was no like I don't know, kind of like pre-bias. They just picked out things that look cool for these toys, and I think that's a very big advantage. Because like obviously speaking about other universe toys, we have like Snowcat here. He's referencing a GI Joe car, Snowcat, whatever the fuck, right? He's got those kind of colors going on. That's nice, right? But I appreciate the fact that this is a total blank slate, right? You don't need to know like all the references and the fucking the community bullshit to understand that this guy just looks cool because he's a toy who feels cool. And the Wombo combo is cool looks, cool feel, cool toy. I'm just in love with that concept, really. Like, holy shit! I don't know how much more I could go on, like reiterating the same point, but I think it says something that I'm happy when you hand me this like old toy that's kind of pretty dated, but I can still appreciate what it does and what it was trying to achieve at the time. Like I think I'm I don't know. Maybe I'm easily pleased, but like just understanding what this guy represents, even as just like a little man that is supposed to sell for money. I'm very happy with this. Universal 3 is just this beautiful collection of the best kind of molds. I think some of the worst. I didn't like that fucking. That dinosaur guy, I can't remember his name, but he's so weird and bad that I like him in the end. But yeah, never a dull experience of Universal 3. You know what I'm saying? This is beautiful. I love you, Whirl. Even if the actual Whirl is a government deformed freak with claw hands, you're pretty cool too. You and your little pals over there. And I think I'm going to end this video as a very happy chappy. But what my kind of like final message is that I think this needs to be brought back, right? I don't like it when they just repackage and redeco like Blaster and Soundwave and charge them for like 60 quid each. I like it when they repackage G1 with a new taste, a new kind of thing, like a what if, right? Pink Hot Rod comes to mind. He's really cool. It's like, here's Hot Rod in those beautiful kind of magenta animation colors. That'll get a really good reception, so clearly I'm onto something there, at least I hope. I think if Hasbro's reviving whatever molds they can that are like 8 million years old, they should do it to maybe add something nice to the world that reminds, I guess reminds us that G1 had something good going on that wasn't just like kind of dubious like quality animation cells. You know what I'm saying? These toys took over the world for like a kind of a blip, right? And that's pretty hard to do, especially nowadays. So, this has been your bi-monthly Universal 3 glazing. My name is Keej TV. Hope you're doing well. See you. Right, holy shit, I finished the video there and I still have more things to say, right? See this button here? And the way you plug in the two cannons? You fucking press this, right? It locks into like attack mode, like an X-Wing. How did they do this in like the fucking ancient like 1990s? How did you do this? How did you do this in the ancient times? I love toys!